Well, we will return to the countdown shortly. Can anybody catch Dane Zorko? That will be the big question. Just recapping a few of the awards that were just given if you are just joining us. The Hyundai Club Player of the Year was Dane Zorko. The most professional player went to Harris Andrews. And the Trademark Player of the Year did go to Nick Robertson. But just briefly, as we do wait for the countdown to get back underway, we are joined by one of our AFLW stars. Sam Virgo joins me up here at the moment. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Now, obviously, it's not a great week for you with the news this week that you have ruptured your ACL. Can you just tell us a bit about how that happened and I guess how rough the week has been since then?
Yeah, sure. So playing in our Quaffle Grand Final on Sunday, about 3 minutes to go. Scores were pretty tight and just went for a ball, and I suppose every footballer's worst nightmare, sort of felt it go, and I think I knew straight away. So yeah, pretty disappointing way to finish. Good that we got the win, so that's one good thing to come out of it. But yeah, it's been a pretty tough week for me personally and my people around me. So
what's the timeline on the recovery of that? Obviously, they can take 9 to 12 months, the ACLs. Is that, I guess, the rehab plan you've got in place?
That's right, yeah. I'll meet the surgeon on Monday and go through all of that sort of process. 12 months is sort of the ballpark time frame, so but there's a lot of things that can happen in that time, so we just wait and see and sort of don't have too many expectations at this stage.
So while you do have the time off, you mentioned you've started a coaching business which will keep you pretty occupied.
Yeah, I really love coaching, so it's a big passion of mine and one of my favourite parts of footy. So Sam Virgo Coaching, just teaching young girls how to play and the things that I think that are important for them to learn, so I'm really going to sink my teeth into that and can't wait to get started.
Do you think you'll have any kind of an off-field role with the Lions team in the 2018 AFLW?
That's the plan, yeah. I'm really grateful for the support that I have from the club, and they've been absolutely wonderful. So I'll look to have a game day role as well as maybe a team manager type role for the girls this season. So I'm really thrilled to continue to be involved in that, and yeah, that's I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
Now, Sam, looking back, 2017 has obviously been a pretty groundbreaking year for women's football in Australia. Is there one particular moment or one or two that stand out to you as a real highlight?
Definitely the grand final was a really memorable moment and something that I don't think any of us will ever forget. That was really, really quite significant. Just the crowd and the support that we had in the lead up to that week was huge. Also maybe our first game against Melbourne for our side, it was a really coming of age for us, and we sort of signified to the competition that we had arrived, so that was pretty significant for most of the Brisbane Lions girls.
The media did seem pretty convinced that the Lions were the underdogs in just about every game that you did play.
Yeah.
Do you think the competition will be a bit more aware of what they're facing next time around?
I think so, and I think everyone's spending the 12 months getting better and working on their craft, and we're no different to that. We're working pretty hard behind the scenes, and I know everyone's pretty keen to improve and get better, so maybe we won't take them, it won't be such a surprise this time, but I think that we definitely have a crack this year, and we're definitely going to challenge for that grand final spot again.
Now, the Women's State of Origin is on in Melbourne tomorrow. You've already told me beforehand that your tip is the Allies. Do you think it's going to be a close match?
Absolutely. It's the best of the best, and it's going to be a great game and a really good representation of women's footy. Yeah, I think the Allies will get over the line on that one.
Which players are you tipping for standout games in that one? Obviously, a few of our Lions favourites are going to be playing for the Allies.
Yeah, I think Sabrina Frederick-Traub is a great target down forward, and her presence will be a really good target for the Allies. Kate McCarthy's got a bit of wow factor, so I tip her to go for a few running bounces down the wing. And Leah Kaslar should be rock solid in defence, so I'm looking forward to seeing some Brisbane teammates get the job done for the Allies and really perform on the big stage.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Sam. All the best with your recovery.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see you back out on the field as soon as you can get back out there.
Me too. Thanks.
Now, looking back over 2017, it was a great year for the Lions women making the grand final against Adelaide. Let's have a look back at their season.